Good morning. Hey, today is going to be a fabulous day. And the reason that is because I'm going to be talking to you about a fantastic book that I'm reading right now by Brendon Burchard. It's called High Performance Habits. Fantastic. I'm not all the way through it yet, but there's some concepts in there that has really got me thinking. A couple weeks ago, I don't even exactly know how long ago, I talked about focusing on your strengths. And I still agree with that, because you've got to start somewhere. But Brendon brings across something that I just thought was a very unique and interesting thing. He actually says, don't focus just on your strengths. And I agreed with that to a point. I disagreed to some point too, because even though he talks about clarity, it's in my view, it's also clarity on what you're good at, what your passion, your focus is. But anyways, here nor there, it's a fantastic book. I strongly recommend it. But with that said, if you focus on your strengths and that's all you do, that does not necessarily mean that you're going to be the happiest you could be. This I agree with. I tell you to focus on your strengths because it's a starting point. It's a beginning point so that you know where to begin. I already said that, but it's true. You just you need somebody to just say, okay, let's start here, and then we can go to the next level. That's where focusing on your strength is. It's that starting point before you get to the next level. He talks about 6 habits that are extremely important to focus on. And he calls them the high performance 6. And that's 1 is seek clarity, 2 is generate energy, 3 is to raise necessity, and then, so those are the personal. And this is to develop high performance. This is for, once you've kind of started focusing on your strengths and you've started building yourself, now it's what are we going to do to take it to the next level? Well, then we need to increase our productivity, we need to develop influence, and demonstrate courage. And I agree with those all completely. Obviously, he's been doing this even longer than I have. And the things he talks about are fantastic. One thing that is so true that I just read about a young lady who, she had it all going for her. She had the good job, she had the nice friends, all the coworkers looked and said, wow, she's amazing, how can she get this done? It didn't matter what task you gave her, she got it done, she did it to the nth degree, she cared about other people. And Brendon talks about going to see this lady, and she just breaks down. She just starts crying. And Brendon's just kind of sitting there, and she starts telling him that, everybody else thinks that everything's going great. And I mean, yeah, you probably think, well, poor me, I'm crying over, my life's not exactly how I want it to be. And she starts telling about how she just doesn't feel like there's a purpose anymore. And there it is again. The importance, the reason why we are doing something. Not just going through the motions because somebody said we're going to do it, but there's got to be a passion, there's got to be a reason why you're doing what you're doing, so that you don't feel like you're just going through the motions. I know a man that he's one of the salt of the earth. Good man, loving, caring. I mean, he'd give you the shirt off his back in an instant. I mean, he'll boom. Need it? Okay, here you go. But he's miserable when it comes to his own life. He works at a job that is extremely physically demanding. He's been there 40-something years. And I asked him, I said, do you enjoy your job? No, not really. It's a job. So I said, why do you keep doing it? And his answer back to me was, what else am I going to do? What else are you going to do? There's a lot you can do. You're amazing. See, this is why I keep saying you guys are so amazing. We don't realize our potential. We don't realize all the gifts and the talents and the skills we've been blessed with. We don't realize that all of those things are packaged in a beautiful you. And all we need to do is to share that. Now, some people, it may be sharing it like this. It may be sharing your talents and skills, doing a craft, or, I don't know, learning how to do a lock. It doesn't matter what it is. You are amazing. You have talents and skills and abilities that can help somebody else. He's been at this job for 40 years. He's in his 60s. No, it's not too late to start. No, it's not too late to start if you're 70, 80. There's a lady that I also know of. She's 87 years old. And she wanted to learn to tap dance. And everybody's like, well, I don't know. But guess what? She's doing it. She's doing it. She's tap dancing. My mother-in-law, she's amazing. She's like, I want to go to visit all the continents. Well, there's one she hadn't visited. Guess what? She's going. She's doing it. She saved up her money and now she's going. And she's going by herself. Well, she's going in a group, but essentially by herself. She's not allowing fear to keep her back. She's not allowing things to hold her back from pressing forward. Because she realizes this is one of the things she wants to do. Now, I don't know if she wants to go to Antarctica. We'll find out now. But she's been to every continent except for 2. And now she's going to Australia. And Antarctica would be the last one. And then she will have visited every continent. I think that is just amazing. I don't really care to do a lot of traveling. So those who do it, fantastic. That's your thing. Go for it. But notice that no matter where you're at in your life, young, old, male, female, any race, any culture, it doesn't matter. You have talents and skills that can help other people. You are not a has-been. You are not, if I could have done it in my prime, I would have done it. No, man. Now's your prime. There's no such thing as prime. Prime is the present moment, right now. This is your prime. Don't waste it. Look at all the people you could help if you started now. If you're that much older than, somebody who's 20 and you're in your 80s, look at all that wisdom you have. Look at all the mistakes you've gone through. Look at how you could help them to maybe get to where you're at today so that then they can help somebody else even more. The progress, the amount of and the abilities that we can take and push something is beyond what we currently think. I don't care what it is you're doing. You can even go higher. You could take that level to the next level. That's how amazing you are. And the one thing that I want to end with here is that Brendon talks about in the high performance book is we really need to identify why it is we're doing what we're doing. We need to identify why it is we wake up, we go to that job. Identify what it is kind of our purpose. Where do we want to do in life? And this is one of those things that a lot of people, it's like, well, I really don't know. That's what I want to talk about now is how can we know? How can you know what you should do in your life? First, the easy one is to start out with your passions. What are you truly passionate about? When you get with friends, when you get with family, what is it that you naturally just start talking about? Is it your children? Are you a fantastic, amazing parent? Have you raised children that just have accomplished something really great and you see that with all your children? So I mean, something to share there? Is it when you get together, do you start talking about your business that you're in right now? Now, when you talk about it, are you passionate about it? Are you excited about it? Do you like, oh, yeah, 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 and you start getting energized as you talk about what you're doing? Or is it just like, yeah, things go well. If you notice your body, pay attention to what your body does. When you start talking to somebody, if your body kind of goes, notice that slump. I see, I'm kind of here like this, and then I start talking about something else. If you just pull yourself together, pull your arms in, you can feel what your body's doing. You can feel the emotions, the power that you're starting to lose. But when you are powerful and you are passionate about something, you open up. You are so excited to share it with the world. You are so excited to just do whatever that thing is that you want to do. So when you get with somebody, what is it that you want to talk about? Is it flying drones? Is it gymnastics? Is it chicken keeping? Is it, gardening? Whatever it is, what is it that you find yourself talking about other people about and watching your energy increase? Whatever it is, that's where we want to start. That's where we want to start focusing on. And if you're not quite sure, text me. Send me a message through the private messaging and see what you start talking about. Tell me, just start out with the question like, I am so passionate about, and then just say, we're like, I love, and then just start. Just start. Just write it. I don't care if it's several pages long. I will read them. I will. And I will respond to them. But the thing is about that, that's where you can tell where you want to start looking. The next thing is after you start talking to somebody and you're passionate about it, do you find yourself kind of defending it, or do you find yourself sitting back and like, yeah, maybe you're kind of right? Because a lot of times when you start talking about your dreams, you will get attacked. It doesn't matter who you are, you will get attacked. It's amazing how many people crush your dreams and they think they're doing it because they love and they care about you. No, don't allow that. Don't allow anything to get in the way. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you have that desire to achieve and accomplish, to share, you go for it. Don't, you can start out small, you can build it big. That doesn't matter. Don't allow anything to prevent you from pursuing your dreams. This is crucial when it comes to valuing life. I worked with a young lady, and as we're sitting here talking and going over some of the things, just you can see she has no energy, no passion. And so I started talking with her a little bit, and then what she did, I noticed this. And I didn't say anything immediately because I wanted her to recognize it. But I said, so what is it you want to do in life? I don't know. I think I want to maybe do some work with hair. Oh, really? Like working with hair? Yeah, it's because it's like an art piece. You notice how she just kind of lightened up. Her body language changed. She opened up immediately to the concept, the idea of working with hair. Now that was hers. And I told her, push it, go for it, do it. And then she goes and she talks with her family. Those who support and love us the most. And they said, are you sure you can do that? People don't really, they get bad backs, they get this. I mean, man, they gave her every excuse in the world of why not to do this. So what do you think happened? She comes back to me, she says, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I should probably, go into medical school. Okay, does medical school make you happy? Does it give you that desire to want to go? No, I really don't want to, but they make a lot of money. Don't worry about the money. Please. This life is so short. Pursue your dreams, pursue your passion. And I told her, I said, I love your family. I said, I think they're fantastic. But one thing that they are not doing that they should be doing is they should be encouraging you. They should be supporting you in your dreams. And I said, so if they're not going to, take my support, take my belief in you and go for it. And I'm so glad to say that she's starting to do it. She's going to cosmetology school, and I'm excited because she's excited. She's energized. She comes, she says, oh, we just learned how to work with hair, and oh, we just learned how to do this and that. And I was like, fantastic, that's awesome. You could just see her get so excited about it. That is what I'm talking about. When you get with somebody, what is it that you want to talk about? What is it that you just start to just exude excitement and love and passion? That's where we're going to start. That's where you want to begin. You want to see what you can do with that. Now, maybe it is building a business. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a philanthropy. Maybe it's not. That is where the options start to open. There are so many things that we can do in this life to help other people and to help ourselves that it's not a one size fits all. Just like this young lady, she wants to go cosmetology. I have no desire to work with hair. As you can see, it's easier. Just cut it. You don't have to worry about it. That's not my dream. That's my goal. That's not my passion. But it was hers. And she's excited as she's going down it. Well, as we find that passion, as we find those dreams, as we start pursuing that, we find that energy starts to fill our lives. We find that excitement starts to come in. We find that we get a purpose. We find a purpose. And when you find purpose, that changes everything. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I really do enjoy doing these. I hope you share, like, subscribe. If you're watching this as a video, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Sign up for my iTunes podcast. I'm going to be putting up a link soon where you can enter your information so that I can send you updates when I post a new video or a new podcast or a new article, whatever, because I do it for you. It helps me too because this is my passion, my goal, my desire. This is what I get excited about, is helping other people. But I also do it for you. And that's what keeps me going. That keeps me driving, just moving forward. And I'm going to talk more about the high performance habits, but this podcast and video is getting a little longer than most of them, and I know people like to keep them short. So I hope you enjoyed it. Share, like, and pursue your dreams. Rise up. You have the amazing talents and skills and knowledge that can help somebody else. You're amazing. Don't forget it. Rise up. Have a great day.